Check this out. Here we have a perfect example of why you need Muddskip. This is a homeowner's Armageddon. Look at all the various substrates, difficult transitions you're facing. This is normally a complete teardown, which is very costly, messy, and time-consuming. These walls have old plaster, drywall, exposure to wire, old mortar, various substrate. And if you look at that crack there, it runs the entire length of the ceiling. Wow, what a disaster. All you need is Muddskip additive that can be added to any existing drywall setting compound, which can be purchased at any local hardware store. Why is Muddskip a next generation wall coating? Because it's one product that meets all your drywall needs. One is a product for drywall leveling, fill seams, tapes, and beds. One coat for base. And folks, the most amazing part is no bonder, no sanding, and finally, one product to do your finish coat, also to achieve a level 5 smooth. You can do wet on wet coats, which are perfectly fine. It saves time and money, and you could achieve same day results with level 5 smooth. Typically with Muddskip, we only need a base coat and a finish coat. However, here we had that long crack that ran across the entire length of the ceiling, so we created a new substrate. And we put Muddskip on in 3 layers with the first coat, then our mesh, then the next coat being wet on wet. It dries overnight, and then we put a final finish coat, and you're going to see it's truly transformational. Muddskip is actually changing how the industry is finishing walls. So as you can see, the Muddskip sandwich technique we're using here, which we like to call, is preserving this 70-year-old ceiling, and it avoids a complete teardown. By using the poly mesh between coats, we create a new substrate for a fraction of the cost. Less time, no mess, no sanding, truly amazing. And as you can see, we left an open space here that we're going to look and see how it dries overnight and how we can blend it in later as we complete our Muddskip sandwich. Notice it's so easy. We put on with a standard paint roller and we trowel and smooth technique to follow it up. Muddskip is truly transformational, and you can clearly see it's a next-gen wall coating. And then there's that spot we're going to leave, and we'll see how it blends in later. Okay, here we are with day 2. We're just putting the Muddskip on, as you can see, so easy. 1, 2, 3. We put it on with a roller, that easy, and then we follow up with a smoothing technique with the trowel. And that is essentially what we're doing to put our finish coat on to get a nice smoothing effect. Muddskip finish coat, and look at this. It's so easy. We put it on with a paint roller, and then we follow it with a trowel, and we're just smoothing it out, and it's that easy. 1, 2, 3, standard paint roller. You remember, all this had various substrates, uneven texture, old glue, all kinds of stuff going on here. And we virtually, have a new ceiling here, and it's amazing how it's coming together. And like I said, just using the trowel technique just to smooth it out. We're going to polish next. As you can see, it's pretty smooth, but we're going to, remember, our goal is to get it to a level 5 smooth. And we're going to use just a spray mister bottle, and we'll start polishing in a second as we finish out this finish coat. There we go. Look at that. Wow. Look how smooth that is. Pretty amazing. This Muddskip is truly transformational. And by the way, here's that final piece. We wanted to see how it blends together as we do our Muddskip sandwich on it. And as you're going to see, it blends amazingly well as we get on our coat on the top of the sandwich to complete the sandwich. And then we put the finish coat there. And look at that. Wow. Look at that arch. All uneven. All comes together well. Muddskip is revolutionary wall coating in the industry. It's next gen. Look at the complete transformation, which saved this homeowner thousands of dollars. Again, no bonder, no sanding. Saves time, saves money. So easy to use a roller. Muddskip is truly a game changer in the restoration business. We use Muddskip heavy-duty additive for all the patching, leveling, and the poly sandwich, then the Muddskip smooth for the finish coat. This is an example of a before and after in a paneled family room using Muddskip Heavy Duty to level and finish with a smooth skip trowel texture. Example of using Muddskip to repair and rebuild a corner completed by a first-timer novice in this situation. And lastly, new drywall seams, skip trowel ceilings, and smooth walls. One product for all, no bonder, no sanding, takes half the time to complete. Now, here's the coolest part. Muddskip can be added to any drywall mix joint compound on the market, and it transforms it into the next gen wall coating. Truly amazing.